The Archaeological Survey of India team is back in the district to continue with their survey that started yesterday. Remember, Sambhal District Administration had written a letter to the Archaeological Survey of India requesting them to visit the area and conduct inspection of multiple places of religious worship. On day one, my colleague Pradeep Datta got you details of how they had inspected multiple wells and teeths of Hindu religion. Today, what is on the agenda, Pradeep?
Yes, you rightly said. For the last 2 days, archaeological survey team is here in Sambhal area. Yesterday, they were able to inspect about 5 places, religious sites, which there are stands of Hindus, and also 19 well. And today they came out to the Kalki temple, where right now I am standing. And Kalki temple has got its significance, because if we talk about the Sambhal area, as per Hindu mythology, the 10th avatar of Vishnu will appear here in Sambhal area. That's why the Kalki temple has got the importance. They came out to this place, they inspected the well, and they also went inside the temple, the place where they inspected. They looked at the texture, because they are trying to find out the age of the temple and also the age of the well. And it can be found through various means. One is the carbon dating. If the well is very old, through carbon dating they will try to find out the age of the well, what they call coop. And the second thing is that through the texture also, material also, and through soil sampling also, they find out what the age of the well. So the survey here in the Sambhal area is continuing. Right now we have got the Pujari ji also here. Let me speak to him. पुजारी जी बताएंगे, ये जो आज आए थे सर्वे वाले ने क्या क्या देखा?
उन्होंने इस गुंबद को देखा, इसकी चित्रकारी को देखा, अंदर मूर्तियों को देखा और
चलेगी। कितना इम्पोर्टेंट है ये जो कालकी टेम्पल की बात करें या कूप की बात करें, इसकी कितना पुराना है?
ये तो बहुत पुराने हैं। एक संबल का नक्शा है जो 1000 वर्ष पुराना नक्शा है, उसमें ये दिखाया गया है। बाकी ये बताना तो बहुत मुश्किल है कि कौन से सन में हुआ।
ये जो सर्वे जो हो रहा है लगातार जो देख रहे हैं, और ये मंदिर जो मिला है संबल में, कितना इम्पोर्टेंट है ये संबल के लोगों के लिए, हिंदुओं के लिए?
ऐसा है कि ये हिंदुओं के लिए इम्पोर्टेंट है। संबल से बहुत हिंदू हजारों की तादाद में संबल छोड़कर चला गया। तो जहाँ बराबर का रेशो होना चाहिए, वहाँ रेशो घटता चला गया। ये लोग बढ़ते चले गए, हिंदू घटता चला गया। तो आज नगर पालिका संबल में मुश्किल से 8-10% हिंदू रह गया है। तो उस स्थिति में संबल कमजोर तो हो ही जाएगा। तो यहाँ पर तीर्थ बहुत हैं, 68 तीर्थ 19 कूप हैं। अब ये 68 तीर्थ 19 कूप की देखभाल कैसे हो, कौन करेगा? जब हिंदू ही नहीं होगा तो हिंदू करेगा कौन?
यानी तो ये आर्कियोलॉजिकल सर्वे चल रहा है, इससे लगता है जो सच्चाई है वो सामने आ जाएगी।
बिल्कुल सच्चाई, और सच्चाई तो वैसे भी सामने है, कोई ऐसी बात नहीं है। लेकिन वो सच्चाई को कैसे हम चलाएं, जो यहाँ के मंदिर हैं, जो यहाँ के तीर्थ हैं, वो कैसे मेंटेन करे जाएं? क्योंकि जब हिंदू नहीं है तो आमदनी नहीं है, आमदनी नहीं तो कैसे? झाड़ू भी लगती है तो उसमें पैसा लगता है।
See, right now you can see we had been interacting with the Pujari head of the temple. He is quite hopeful that with the survey team here, the truth will really come out. Let me show you. This is the temple, and then if you look at the coop is just behind those trees. They went towards that coop. They inspected the coop, that the well. They are trying to find out. They will be submitting a report in the coming days to the government that how old these coop are, the well here are in the Sambhal area. So they are going to inspect many more sites here in the Sambhal region. Yesterday they also inspected a temple that was recently reopened, that Shiv temple in Khagusara area in Sambhal area. It was during anti-encroachment drive that administration stumbled upon the temple. They found the lock hanging, and finally the doors of the temple were thrown open for the public. And since then we have seen that large number of devotees coming out to that place. It was immediately after that they also discovered a well also from there. While they recovered 3 idols. That led the district administration to write a letter to Archaeological Survey of India so that they can send a team to this place and find out through carbon dating age of that particular temple, and also age of that well, and also age of those idols, because that will make them know era in which the temple was constructed, how old the temple is, and also the religious significance so far as the Hindus are concerned. So that's one of the reasons that the survey is continuing. Yesterday they inspected 5 religious sites and also 19 well, and today they started the day with the Kalki temple, and they also inspected inspected well. And discreetly, they will keep on inspecting many more regions because they do not want any kind of a trouble. Because last time during the survey, we had seen that while the survey was conducted inside the Jama Masjid Mosque, the team had gone inside. That was the time when some people came out, they started pelting stone, and a few people from within the mob also opened fire. That led to death of 4 people and many others were injured. So this time the authorities are not taking chance. That's one of the reasons that discreetly they are allowing the survey to be complete in some of the places that we can just show you that the survey is going on. Yesterday also, Times Now was the only team present by chance there on the site that we were able to cover that survey going on. But otherwise, the administration is trying this process to remain discreet because they do not want any kind of a trouble. They do not want any law and order problem. They want the survey to be properly conducted, peacefully conducted, and so that the report can be submitted to the government, because that way the truth that has been buried for the years together, that will really come out, because we have seen that some of the places were demolished during Mughal period by Babur, and the mosque was constructed. That's what actually the Hindus believe in. So this survey is really very important, and this will also help them reopen those water bodies that were completely covered. Many of those coups, the well, were covered by the people over the period of time. It was the 1978 when the Sambhal area that saw the worst ever communal rights. Because of this, the Hindus who were putting up here in the Sambhal region, they were forced to abandon their huts and home and move towards safer places. And with the opening of that Sambhal temple, and once again the reconnect has been established. That Astha is bringing back Hindus to the temple and also to Sambhal area, the place which they had left and almost said goodbye to that area. Still, the trauma, they're living with that trauma of losing their near and dear one during those riots, because more than 100 people have lost their life and many others were critically injured. I was able to interact with some of the family members. His father was burnt alive inside a factory. So you can see there's a lot of enthusiasm among the people here. Let me again show you. Look at this is the premises of the Kalki temple, and there is nearby there is a coup, the well that the ASI team inspected, and now the report will be submitted to the government once the survey will be complete. And finally, one has to see what will really come out of this report. That is really going to unravel the truth, and that's one of the reasons that Hindus are hopeful that there's...
But that's not the only government action that is happening in Sambhal, Pradeep. We also know that there is an anti-encroachment drive that is underway, where we also saw Department of Electricity officials conducting checks in various houses, including that of Sambhal MP from Samajwadi Party. We've got the latest reaction coming in from Electricity Department official. He is in fact executive engineer of Sambhal Nagar Palika. Listen in.
सभी बातों का ध्यान